Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We all know Carly Simon as one of the most iconic voices of the 70s, with hits like You're So Vain and Anticipation that became part of the soundtrack of a generation. But what about today? Carly Simon is now over 80, and her life has taken some unexpected and frankly sad turns. Stick with me until the end of this video because we'll be diving into how she's living now and how her later years have been quite different from the fame and glory she once enjoyed. You'll be surprised by how much her life has changed. Carly Simon's rise to fame was nothing short of spectacular. In the 70s and 80s, she was the voice everyone knew, and her songs were loved by millions. Her smooth yet powerful voice made her a household name. But as time passed, Carly faded from the public eye, and her personal life became more complicated. Now, as she's over 80, her life today is not what many might expect for such a legendary figure. While Carly was once a trailblazer, living a glamorous life as one of the top musicians of her time, things have taken a more difficult turn for her. One of the biggest changes in Carly Simon's life is her health. As she entered her 80s, Carly faced serious health problems that have made it hard for her to keep up with the same active lifestyle she once had. In interviews, Carly has opened up about the challenges she faces with her health, which include dealing with chronic pain and other physical struggles. For someone who was once a symbol of beauty, confidence, and success, the reality of aging can be tough to handle. She's gone from being a top performer on the stage to someone who now has to manage her health on a daily basis, which, for her, has been a very emotional journey. Another sad aspect of Carly Simon's life today is how much she's had to withdraw from the public eye. In her prime, she was the center of attention, gracing the covers of magazines, performing in front of large crowds, and being a part of pop culture. Today, Carly has stepped back from the spotlight, choosing to live a quieter life. This isn't just about retiring from music, it's about how she's had to pull away from the world she once thrived in. The woman who was once a household name now lives in relative obscurity, only occasionally sharing glimpses of her life through interviews or her writing. What's even sadder is how Carly Simon's personal life has played out over the years. Like many public figures, her relationships were often under a microscope, and unfortunately, she's faced her share of personal losses. Her marriage to James Taylor, one of the most famous rock couples of the 70s, ended in divorce. While their relationship was filled with love and music, it also had its share of struggles, and eventually, they went their separate ways. Carly later married another man, and they had children, but her family life has been marked by difficulties and heartache, including the tragic loss of her sister Joanna, which left her grieving deeply. Another tough reality for Carly is how her family situation has changed over time. Carly Simon's children, who are now adults, have also had their own struggles. Carly has been open about the challenges of being a mother and how her kids have faced their own personal battles, including dealing with addiction. As a mother, this has been painful for Carly, who has had to balance the ups and downs of family life while dealing with her own personal difficulties. The woman who once sang about love and relationships now faces a very different kind of emotional struggle as she watches her children go through their own hardships. But perhaps the most heart-wrenching part of Carly Simon's life today is the emotional toll it has taken on her. Despite her incredible success, Carly has spent a lot of time reflecting on her life and grappling with feelings of loneliness and isolation. In her 70s and 80s, she's been living with the reality that she's no longer in the public eye, and that feeling of being forgotten can be tough. Carly Simon, who was once celebrated as a trailblazer and a cultural icon, is now living a much more private life. She's mentioned in interviews that there are days when she feels completely disconnected from the world that once embraced her so warmly. Despite the struggles, there's still a lot of admiration and love for Carly Simon. Fans around the world still remember her for her incredible music and the way she made us feel through her songs. Carly's voice and her lyrics captured a moment in time that many people hold dear. While she's no longer the star she once was, her music still resonates with millions. There's a special kind of sadness in knowing that an artist like Carly, who once commanded attention, is now living a quieter life, but that doesn't erase the impact she had on so many lives. Her music will live on, even if she isn't in the spotlight. So, what's the takeaway here? Carly Simon's life today is not the life many might expect for someone who was once at the top of the music world. The fame and excitement of her early years have been replaced with a quieter, more reflective life that comes with its own set of challenges. She's dealing with health issues, family struggles, and the difficult reality of aging. But even through all of this, Carly has managed to hold on to her legacy and her love for music. While her life today may seem sad, it's also a reminder that even the most celebrated stars face hardships, and they too are human. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you feel that Carly Simon's life story resonates with you? What do you think about how she's lived her later years? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.